Hey guys, this is Azrael here. We're going into round 3, game 1 of the Ireland Nationals. With me again, I've got Jared for this game with PE versus Valencia. Hello, Jared.
Hey.
So we've got Damien again on the left. So we saw him in round 2. So he's up again, still at the top table now. We'll be following the top table through the whole tournament. And we've now got, with quite possibly my favourite Matt from the day, Mike Sheehan playing Valencia on the right.
It's so pretty. He was telling me his wife bought it to him for a Christmas present. How good's that?
Then does she play Netrunner is the question.
No. She's always complained she's a Netrunner widow. He said made it all the more surprising that he got it as a present.
Fantastic. I absolutely love it. Love a bit of Dinosaurus. So we're going to see lots of PE here, which is fantastic. I think both these guys are running Person Evolution. And a starting hand on the left, was that 2 Feedles that he just kept? I'm really curious to see Damien's opening hand here again, if we can get a little glimpse. One Feedle, 1 Euro MP. Oh, thank you, Mike. Showing us his hand.
Oh no, we had a wee glimpse there.
They were a little bit quick for me, but
Desperado was so nice in Valencia.
But against Person Evolution?
It's still nice though.
Even for archive hits, even for dirty laundries, if you're running them, you gotta imagine if you see Desperado, you gotta assume running.
Yes. And no, but I think he's running keyhole, so you don't have to access, but you still get the credit. So it's very, really good in that sense.
And if he's running keyhole here, that's brutal for
Yes.
Person Evolution. Getting around those traps, binning everything, binning the Jacksons, binning the snares, and then choosing the agendas that you want when you want them. It's absolutely crazy bad, actually, if we do see an early keyhole here.
And I wonder whether Damien knows he's on a keyhole plan here and will play accordingly.
So you'd expect to see double ice over R&D.
Yeah, well, even though if she has either, she's just going to eat through it and she's going to get her bad publicity every run. She's going to get her Desperado credit. It's very hard to tax her out. And she's got blackmails as well if she wants to go check the bin.
So I don't think we're going to see any ice over the remotes. We haven't seen any ice over any of the remotes from Damien in the last games. He's just purely relying on outthinking and scaring the runner into not running the remotes. So he can put his focus into covering the central servers, but I don't think he's running that much ice.
No, and most of the ice isn't really that sort of end the run ice. It tends to just be, sentries, lots of subroutines, do net damage, very cheap to res. But like for a Desperado economy, it mightn't be enough to keep them out enough times.
So standard opening, I guess, now from Damien here. So 2 servers, 1 with triple advance and 1 blank. We've got another Notion in hand as well. Meanwhile, Valencia is just sort of moneying up, getting her setup going here.
So did you see what that Notion was?
I didn't. Oh, there's the Eater.
Yep, they're getting the pieces together. That is one of the problems with Val, is she is a 50 card deck, so sometimes she can be inconsistent. Yeah, not this time. And there goes Eater.
Mike is clearly happy with the way his deck has come up this time round.
Very energetic shuffling there.
As a ghost branch in Damien's hand.
What?
Is that a Notion ghost branch right there? What are you going to do with 3 ties? Just trash resources?
Can do.
And he's
sometimes you'll float a single Scorch in PA as well, just to punish those times where they run last click and hit a snare.
And if he's not spending a lot of influence in different pieces of ice, I know we've seen him playing Eli, which is nothing.
Yeah.
You can spend those levels of influence to get the kind of 1-off, 2-off cards. And we are going to run R&D.
Yep, just to see what we need.
I think you got a res here, don't you? Just try and start taxing.
Yeah.
Wow! Now obviously Eater's going to be fine here, but that's going to be quite expensive. So we're talking 2 to boost, 3 to break. Although we're going to get 1 back from Desperado, and we're going to get 1 from the bad publicity, so it's actually going to cost 3 overall.
Yeah, and he's going to access, yeah? Oh, he can access.
He can access with Eater, unfortunately.
But he would get a successful run and give him his credit back.
So he's taking 5 away. Has he got his 1?
It does bring PE down low on credit, which is always nice. I think this is his idea, is just to try and deny him the money so that then he can go check.
Well, he's not. He's got 3 credits, so he's out of snare range.
Yeah. But he still has enough to trigger most of the nasty double advance stuff.
And he gained his Desperado from the first run and gained his Desperado from that run as well.
Oh, I'm liking that.
So Supercast is when a successful run is made, you can then play it next turn to do either a side game, which could result in a tag or brain damage.
Yep.
I sees
it again.
Or he's got 2 in hand? No.
Oh hell.
As a runner, you always think that, don't you? When you see it the second time, like, is it the same one or is it a second? And I guess
here
played.
it goes. So what do you think he's hoping for here? The tag or the brain damage?
Well, what do you spend, first of all? Talk about side games, because I absolutely suck at side games. So if I'm the corp,
You've got all the money as the runner, like, so I think you're happy enough to spend 0.
I think he's not actually playing it. I think he was just showing in the card again. And we're going to see a third run.
Oh, right.
And it is
It's
a
a
Gila
Gila
Hands.
Hands.
Wow, now that's good.
And why it's been out there for a while and he hasn't scored it.
But he did put a single advancement on it there.
Yeah, that was encouraging a run, but he could have easily scored it and got the net damage and got that for an economy. Oh, he hits the blackmail, which is always nice to see.
So
that's interesting.
Does he play the cerebral cast here to see if he can land a tag or brain damage?
Yeah, well, what do you know? How damaging is a tag at the minute? You're only really taking away the.
There's no Katie on the table. There's no even an Earthrise or anything really worth, or nothing like a Wild Side or Chronotype.
You can't threaten Scorch or anything too painful with the tag, so I think he just needs to get some money. Which is surprising why he didn't rush out that Gila Hands when it was there.
He is playing the cerebral cast though, so credits, plays the cerebral for 1. So what are you spending as the corp here? 0 in the runners?
As a runner, I think I'll just go 0. I'm happy enough to take a tag.
0 here. Oh, it's 0. So yeah, if we get a chance to, I'm curious to see definitely from the corp's perspective what you think the corp should be spending to try and win a side game, because I don't know, that was a weird one to me. I don't, as you said, I don't think it would
look
have
at
been.
this. Is this we going for the wanton destruction play? Get rid of whatever nasty stuff's in the hand. Cortex lock is nice.
We have
either.
to break that.
Yeah. Yes, we pretty much do.
That would have been 4 net damage. So again, bad pub though, saving us credits.
Yep.
Desperado gives us 1 back.
And we can spend 3 clicks to decimate his hand, I think.
Is he going to?
Just in the accountant.
Is he?
Or did he
decide not to do the wanton destruction in the end? Maybe he's still thinking about it.
There is some beard stroking going on.
It was a beard, plentiful room. Oh yes, all 3 clicks gone.
Wipe the hand.
So mandatory draws into Ronin. 2 credits. That Gila Hand steal has been massive.
Yes.
If that had gone the corpse way, he would have been in a much stronger position just to get his economy going here.
Well, that's the nice thing about Gila Hands is that you can always get up to 4 credits on your turn. Double click Gila Hands, take a credit, you're up to 4, you can threaten pretty much everything.
Okay, so there's a Parasite which you could see dropped on either of the cards here. Yeah, pops it down onto Itchy, which I think's fine.
Yeah, it's still quite taxing to get through even with either.
And this kind of puts the corp on like a 4-turn clock here, as we're going to see the Itchy kind of slowly take down over the turns. Val really wants to see her pieces come together, and she's got Wild Side in hand now. We would have liked to see that earlier, but
yeah. And we're installing 2 remotes and taking a credit, so we can threaten Snare. And if one of them's a House of Knives or another Gila Hands, you're probably okay, happy with that.
So you're sitting here as Val, going to run.
Psychic fail.
Does he have no? Oh no, he does have credits, of course, in the bottom of the table
yes.
there. So, what are you spending as the corp here?
I think
1?
you're going 2.
2. So I'm gonna go 1 as corp here.
Oh no!
Oh, that would have been 2 limited accounts, a Wild Side. That's big.
Yes.
That is big. Missing that. Wow.
He didn't trash it, so it's nice to keep them out there so that the corp has to do the trashing and the running. He trashes the running.
Again, bad publicity and Desperado making everything much cheaper, and he finally gives himself the bad publicity token to remind, and then the extra credit for the run. So last minute, Mike Sheehan remembering all of his triggers.
But he's in a very strong position right now. Like I don't think he was afraid of the snare there. He would be happy enough to hit it while he had a full hand, and still had clicks left to clear the tag.
I mean, he's sitting here with long game components in his hand. He's got 2 liberated. He's just been into Hacktivist meeting. Yeah. He's got Wild Side as well. Do you think he's either going to keep this pressure up, or he's got to kind of like start putting down some long game pieces and start moneying up a bit?
Seeing what was discarded now that he knows there's no Jackson on the table.
Oh, he does see a Fetal. We shall do 3 net to him.
Yep.
So pays 2, gets 1 back, and his bad pub, so he should get that 1 back, which he does. Damien keeping Mike right here,
yep.
We think. And the net damage is going to come through.
So what do you not want to see hit here? Liberated maybe?
I definitely want to see at least 1 liberated kept. The Wild Side, I think I'd still like in hand, although it's maybe a bit slow for this matchup, but you want to dig into the keyhole. That's fine. That's also
good, yeah.
perfect.
Possibly.
Yeah, I think that's...
There are signs that he wants to tag you, so maybe a little Scorched Earth is hanging about somewhere.
Influence-wise, we've only seen, Ghost Branch, we can assume Jackson's, and Itchy. That's about it.
Oh, have you seen any Cerebral Overriders? He might be running them.
Do you know what? I haven't. I actually haven't seen any pop up yet.
We're having a look at what we've got in the bin.
The light does dim a little bit here, unfortunately, again, as our AA batteries went in this game. Thankfully, we got replacements done. We didn't have to worry about it for the rest of the games in the day, but you'll see this kind of brighten up again in a second. So don't adjust your TV sets as that kind of clicks in.
Another. So he's definitely trying to get a tag on.
What are you paying this time as the Corp? I'm paying one.
I don't think he's going to pay any again because he's so poor.
But I think he wants to land it. He pays nothing and the runner pays one this time. I suck at side games. So
I think you take the tag. He can threaten Scorched Earth though with 3.
I don't know what he decided to take then. Brain damage? Looks like he's shuffling up to take the brain damage.
Oh, he's worried. Gets a clot. Not really worried about that.
Not too relevant in this matchup. So again, a good hit. Keeping the wild side and liberated in hand is actually quite nice.
Can we see in Damien's hand to see if he has anything to threaten the tag? Another counter takes down. Neural EMP.
Now there's Faust, which is probably irrelevant at this stage with either on the table.
Well, I think it's nice if you're in a keyhole deck to get in to clear out any cuisine grids or to get into archives for the win if all your blackmails are used up, but I think it's pretty much a last gap.
Now we're seeing more long-term pieces come in here. We're seeing, I think that was another wild side and a Katie Jones. Do you think Val's basically being forced to go into the long game here the way her money's going, or do you think she still has the ability to kind of keep the pressure on with Desperado and the bad pub?
Well, he's only on 3 credits, so you've been keeping the pressure on by running in whatever's been put in the remote, so you're not doing the worst job. There's Wildside. That should hopefully dig you to the rest of your pieces.
Now that looks like, what agenda is that he's just put down? Was that a 5? Was that a Utopia fragment?
I think I see Scorch in hand.
Oh wow, that would be absolutely fantastic. We still have a Ghost Branch triple advanced on the table. We're not floating tags, but we did take the brain damage from the Cerebral Cast. There's just going to type in daily cast. Okay, so we need to add a virus counter onto the Parasite. Hopefully that gets remembered.
So is he going to run these remotes? He's been showing he's quite happy to run a remote that hasn't been advanced.
There we go.
There's Damien being a good soul and letting him know.
So I think for me, I'm far too hesitant here. I think I would be slamming this chronotypes, the daily cast. I'd be going into the long game a bit longer here and letting those remotes go, but possibly incorrectly, because I think the fact that the Corp doesn't have a Gala Hands is slowing him down hugely, and if he gets one out, it's going to change things.
So Psychic Field.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow.
Psychic Field.
What are you paying as the Corp here if you want this to land?
I think you're paying 1.
Oh, he pays 1. Oh man, the hand's going to get cleared. Oh, brutal. Wildside, Katie, Faust, liberated, daily cast.
So much money.
And that's the pressure. That's what PE does to you.
And you can't afford to check the other one.
Do we have the neural EMPs in hand?
I think I've definitely seen 1, but you can click for 1 credit and go twice if you need to.
We assume if you had both, you would just have the game here. So
if that's an agenda, I think you want to score it out though. If it's a Gila Hands or if it's a House of Knives,
or if this other triple advance card was a Ronin, he'd have the game here.
Oh my, that would be awesome.
Val's sitting on 1 card, and it looks like Damien doesn't have the trigger for the kill.
He's thinking.
So this, after that really heavy hit to not have the finishing blow, is brutal.
Yep.
Val's going to be able to get drawn back up here. We're going to see the Parasite kill the Itchy. He's checking these remotes. I would have forgotten what those 2 cards were myself right now, let alone the runner. And is that just double click, double credit? I think Damien lamenting the fact he doesn't have the gill here and trying to decide the best course of action, despite having a really good psychic field hit. Looks like a June bug in hand, Shattered Remains, and a snare off the top. If he had left that snare on top, we're bound to see a run from Val here.
Yeah.
Or she spends the turn drawn up to be safe.
I still think she wants to. I still think Mike wants to see his keyhole as soon as possible, because that sort of it's fantastic against all the traps you're expecting to see.
You just wait until you got the keyhole before you run.
Oh, no.
No.
Running last click, though. It's a runner.
Far happier to see that than a snare.
But yeah, the lack of credits is really, really hurting PE here, I think.
I think Damien does actually, he runs profiteering, the free phone agenda, which lets you take triple bad pub for 15 credits if you want to, or bad pub for 5 credits, which is a good way of getting yourself off the mark and keeping a high credit total to have that threat. He's done a Jackson, which is great for him here. I don't think there's a super lot of stuff he really wants back other than maybe snares or potentially neural AMPs, but he's going to triple advance. He left that on the table, and it is a Gaelic. Fantastic. So this is going to make things more interesting.
That'll get him taking over.
And thank you guys for bringing the agendas down on the table. Appreciate that. So we can see it's 3-1 now to Val.
So what's Val got? Is that a Vamp?
Vamp would be beautiful right now. It is indeed a Vamp.
It is Vamp.
And there's the keyhole. Oh.
It's all coming together, though he doesn't have a lot of money, but he doesn't really need it too much because there's no ice to get through. So
he's clicking, that looked like a swordsman snare cerebral, so he is running cerebrals.
Oh, he's getting rid of the swordsman. Yeah, well, that will kill
That's a perfect hit.
Yeah.
If that had gone down in front of R&D, the game would have gone on its head.
Well, I'm assuming he's running a couple more
clone chips,
a couple more
breakers or eaters.
I would have thought. And there goes a snare, and one more time.
He's gaining. Is he gaining his credits?
His money for
Desperado, he should be getting a credit every run.
It's easy to forget these things.
Oh, Mike, we're not gonna let you live this down.
Oh,
here he goes. There we go. He gets there in the end.
It all comes together.
I really want to know what this second server is. We know one's a ghost branch, we don't know what the other is. That was a lockdown.
And Gillahan's such a nice club.
1 credit makes all the difference when you're spending 3 for a cerebral, 1 for a jumbo, 4 for a snare. And there's a scorched in hand.
Well, I kind of figured of all the cerebral casts.
So, does he really need another icebreaker right now? He's sitting only on 2 credits.
He's worried maybe, he told me he had the Crota there just for wraparound, just to sort of, take the tax off, so I don't know if he's running Mimic for Swordsman. Going wanton. Does he have enough to get it? No.
Did he have that in his hand there? What happened there with that wanton? Sorry, did he play it and then put it back in his hand? Is that what?
I think he realised probably he wouldn't have enough to break. How much would he need? He would have been fine, wouldn't he? It was 2 to pump, 1 to break. So with
it's
the
bad publicity, yeah.
Would have got him in. Maybe he's just... which is another fantastic card against PE, just to get rid of all those nasty things they like to keep in hand.
Wanton Destruction, Vamp and Keyhole, like 3 ways to just punish personal evolution. I mean, it works against Jinteki overall, it works against Caprice when you're going to be keyholing and you're going to be vamping and downing and stopping those side games as well, so a nice, probably 1 or 2 of. I think that's a House of Knives in his hand, I don't know what that was he installed, potentially the Jackson he's had in his hand for a couple of turns.
Gillahan's?
Oh, skill hands makes such a difference. I think we're probably going to see this lockdown rezzed if only... Oh, he's not running R&D, sorry, but what's he checking for? So Psychic Fields, Neurals, Ruins, and Motions.
Well, I think if he's just checking to see what's already been dumped. Maybe counting out the influence or counting out the snares, yeah. It's always a good thing to do.
Yeah, there's nothing like knowing that the R&D is snare free to encourage. But I mean, Keyhole again, obviously is getting around that. But
yes,
I suppose he just installed a face down remote with no advancements on it. If he had sight of 3 snares, it might encourage him a little bit. And we know 2 Psychic Fields have gone by, 1 hit and 1 miss.
So Keyhole. There's the lockdown. Are you worried about this? You just let it fire,
or you spend 4 credits with either.
No, you just let it fire. Yeah. You're not at risk of getting hit by anything, so there's Jackson.
Oh, 2 Jacksons soon and shuffle straight up. So I guess Lockdown's actually doing nothing there against Keyhole runs.
No. It would be nice if you were running in a medium run and you were relying on I've had worse to keep you safe.
Oh, so Philotic Entanglement 3 for 2, 1 of now spiked as well. Are we going to see a 3rd run straight? Just run and shuffle.
Sink in.
And a 3rd one. Yeah.
Keep the pressure on.
I think we're just getting the light changed, and another agenda. There's the light brought up. Sorry guys, again, don't adjust your TVs for that.
So yeah,
3 points in the bin.
That's really tough. That's a really good turn, and that's maybe paying the price a wee bit for just how flaky sometimes the PE ice is.
I think one thing we need to note there is we saw 2 Jacksons, one went in the bin, one still in R&D, and the
Nice.
third one was on the table. So that's, I mean, your last click was going to be checking archives no matter what there, I think.
And go for the last Jackson.
Oh, I think you have to. You'd rather put a snare in, I think, but because of
keyhole,
Because of
pressure
keyhole.
you're on. And it's very tough now. Like I'm betting me wish those first 2 notions were future perfects and filet eyes.
Okay, so shuffles up, puts Jackson in. That was the last click. I think we're now just gaining the Desperado credits we should have been gaining on each of those runs. 3 R&D and 1 archives run. So
Nice.
So over to PE.
He's still got the one destruction for when he needs to.
We don't need to blackmail this matchup.
No.
I'm afraid I got a same old thing on the table. And a bit of table checking from Damien there, I think. Okay. There's the profiteering, which is far too late at this stage.
It's still nice to have the money, but yeah, I don't think giving Valve 3 more bad publicity is going to change too much.
No, not at all. Oh, he does? Does he drop one down?
He's got 1 snare in hand, and is that a House of Knives?
I think he's put the House of Knives and the profiteering both down here. So this is good. So this is the situation where if you put 2 gens on the table and they don't get run, you score one of them, and they assume the other one was probably a trap then.
Oh well, no, he's advanced one, so he's trying to bait a run here.
Now, if you're what are you scared of as a runner? If that is a trap, what's one advancement going to do to you at this stage? At a second brain damage? Not that scary.
Could be an aggressive secretary.
Aggressive secretary would be bad.
Yeah, you don't really tend to see that as often.
Oh, we're going for the face down. Unadvanced first. Oh, that's the fiddle. Mike making some fantastic reads here.
Why do you think he put that down? Just to get it out of hand, or to bait a run to do 3 damage?
I'm actually, if I knew, I would tell you. But
well, he's got rid of one of the one instructions, which is very nice to see.
when it comes to Person Evolution and Psy games, I have a mental block. I tell you, why he put the second card down and advanced it and not the fetal is beyond me.
I'm usually the opposite. I tend to run every remote, and that gets me killed very quickly. And there goes.
Oh, that's going to be the game.
And yes.
He had 1 click left to run archives basically and just take that one away.
Left.
So yeah, guys, thanks so much for that. That was round 3, game 1. Again, you can see the previous and next games here, and join me and Jared straight in for game 2 with Damien and Mike. Thanks.